Guys, before I do get into this video, I would like to give a huge thank you to Mr. T-Lexify for letting me use some of his gameplay. And it is going to be in the background of this podcast, so I hope you guys do enjoy. This is the podcast with Mr. Dave the Rave and I. Enjoy.
No. What is going on, guys? My name is Eric, and today we are doing the third podcast on this channel. And today we have a very special guest, and I have watched him, and I really like his content. I actually watched him originally on a Smith Squad podcast. He recently did one again. And ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome Mr. Dave the Rave. Would you like to welcome yourself as well?
Hello, everybody. I'm Dave. If you haven't seen me before, what's going on? I play the zombies. More recently, I work for Dino PC and kind of just do some side projects with my second channel. A bit more. Dave, what's going on?
Nothing too much. Oh, but I thought you were saying what's going on. But I am excited that you are on this channel. We have been in talks for at least a week or so now of doing this.
Indeed.
This was actually supposed to be recorded tomorrow morning, but Dave had some slight travel issues. Would you like to explain a little bit?
I do. So I work in London. I live in Somerset. So in the UK, it's very small. I live in Somerset. And I work in London, which is still like 200 miles away, which is way too far to travel every day. So I travel up from Somerset and stay in London on every Sunday, and then come back every Thursday evening. And so I only get 2 days like at home, not even 2 days at home. So I've got to do everything that I need to get ready for the whole week in those 2 days. One of the days I have to spend with my girlfriend because.
Major key.
She be mad. And the other day, so basically I get 1 day a week where I get to kind of like get everything together. So yeah, that's it's rather difficult, and I had a bunch of stuff that I've forgotten to do, and so I was like, damn, let's record it now. Let's do it now. Screw it.
Yeah,
and
so
it's currently
it is 12:50. Yeah,
8:50
7 hours. Yeah. And so, yeah, he texted me. I was on the phone with my girlfriend as well, and she was like, "Oh, your phone vibrated." I was like, "It did." So then, cause she can always hear the vibrating, and then I look, and
Who's
you
that?
were like,
"Who that girl you're talking to?"
Yeah, she always does that, because we're talking on the phone, and she hears it vibrates. She was like, "So who's your side hoe?" And I was like, "What?" No, but she was
ugly
like,
British guy.
Yep, his name is Dave. He is beautiful. But anyway, so I saw your text and I was like, right now, okay. She was like, "You're gonna rush me off the phone." I'm like, sadly. She's like, "I understand." So here we are, the third Galactic Talks. This is the name of the podcast segment on my channel. And today I have a lot lined up. So
Ooh, I look forward to it.
Give
me what you got to me.
So today, Battlefield 1 was announced. How do you feel about that?
I was actually expecting a World War II shooter from Battlefield, not for any other reason other than I heard some rumors. I get in some particularly cool circles. Anyway, I knew that it was going to be some form of older shooter. I didn't know like how old, but they went like full balls to the walls, and they went World War One, which is crazy, especially as planes weren't really used in World War One to shoot other people down, only towards the very, very end of the war. There's machine guns in it, which were definitely not used by individuals running around in trenches. But realism aside, it's going to be a nice break than going to the future, which is something Battlefield's never done either. So.
Yeah, because I think the farthest they've done was like
they did 2020 something, Battlefield 2200 and something. That was actually an amazing game. You could have like these two ships on either side, and they would be like, passing each other like that, like they were like two helicarriers from the Avengers kind of thing, and you could jump between them and like basically be like space pirates. It's pretty amazing. It's a pretty good game. But other than that, then there hasn't been any sort of future Battlefield game.
Nice, nice. So do you still play any Battlefields to this day?
No. Battlefield Hardline was shocking. It was really bad. No. Battlefield 3 has been the best Battlefield for a while. Battlefield Bad Company 2 is probably the top one that's up there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Battlefield 3 was very, very good as well. Battlefield 4 was buggy. Battlefield Hardline was never to be spoke of.
Yeah, I kind of played a little bit of Battlefield 4, but it was like it was rushed in a way. Like the same thing with Ghosts in a way. Just
yeah.
Getting
into a lobby was impossible.
It was pretty bad. I was just showing it off to the camera, but I still play Battlefield 3 to this day on my PlayStation 3. This is like the 5th time I've showed that, but I love that game. I was just tweeting Battlefield the other day because I was like, oh, they have Twitter just like any other gaming company. Like, so I tweeted them like, I love Battlefield 3, and then they replied back, what do you love about it? So I was like, just the way it feels, and I just went on a little bit, and they were like, so you'll like what we have presenting tomorrow. And that was like, okay, that's pretty cool. So then I saw all these people tweeting because I had school today. I had all these like notifications because I have notifications of some people. So then I just keep up to date on what's going on. So I saw like all these people, Battlefield looks so cool. And I was like, oh, I got to watch when I get home. So I was watching a T. Martin video just talking all about it. And it looks really, really cool. Can't wait to get a whole gameplay trailer of it. And I don't know, like I was talking to like my mom and all that because Call of Duty always drops like near my birthday, and because my birthday is November 3rd, and this year it's coming out on November 4th, it's just right there. But Battlefield 1, I guess, comes out October, and I don't know what I want for my birthday. Because all these people are like, oh, I'm gonna switch over to Battlefield, but then all these people are gonna stay for the Modern Warfare. And I saw you tweet out a little bit that you were only gonna get it for the Modern Warfare.
Yeah, pretty much. I've got a pro tip though. Why don't you save up for one and then get the other one for your birthday and then have both? Oh!
I know, yeah. That was the plan that I was thinking about. I was like, but I'm not good with saving money. Food always calls me. So
the thing about Infinite Warfare is that it's been done like to death, and unfortunately we're with what I'm going to say is the worst of all the studios at the moment, because they've gone from being the greatest to the worst in spectacular fashion. Infinity Ward, and I don't know if they've got Neversoft involved this time.
Yeah, I don't really know either. The only one I've heard was Infinity Ward.
Raven Software are remastering Call of 4.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah,
and they always do something in Call of Duty. So for those of you who didn't know, let's have a quick look at Raven Software.
I believe they did Ghosts.
Did. Nah, man. They started on Call of Duty Black Ops. So here we go. Call of Duty Black Ops Raven Software did the DLC and the user interface. Modern Warfare 3 it did the multiplayer, single player elements and DLC. Black Ops 2 it did additional development, so that is most likely map design and helping out with that kind of stuff. Call of Duty Ghosts did multiplayer, single player elements and DLC. They did some stuff for Call of Duty Online. They did Call of Duty Advanced Warfare multiplayer, Extra Zombies and DLC. So they basically worked on the whole game with Sledgehammer. Black Ops 3 they assisted on the Redwood map. And they are doing Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. So they do a lot of stuff. If you look on the back of a box of Call of Duty, they always have a little Raven Software logo there. So, but it's never really mentioned. It's this kind of like chill in the background.
Yeah, so I don't know, because thing is, a lot of people are really against Infinite Warfare, and I understand a little bit why, just because of the letdown with Ghosts. But I don't think that Infinite Warfare will be too much of a letdown, because to be very honest, I did like Advanced Warfare, and this game brings like a whole Advanced Warfare space vibe. Like, do you know what I mean?
I do. had a really... I don't think it's going to be bad. I actually had a really bad feeling about Ghosts. Like, when I first played it at EGX and stuff like that, I told Mark Rubin that the game was awful. He asked me my opinion about what do I think about about Extinction. I was like, man, this is bad. This is not good. This is, this hasn't got me excited.
Yeah.
I think I insulted him a little bit, but
yeah, but it's true. Ghost wasn't that good, but I have to put a good word in for it though, because it did include the Predator, like in one of the DLC, and playing as Predator was pretty cool. So I have to give it that.
I honestly, I didn't even play any of the DLC.
Really?
Nah, not really. I played.
They remade some Modern Warfare. I think they remade a Modern Warfare 3 map, Dome, but they put their little twist in it. They even had an Extinction Easter egg where you get the gun, plus the little whatever the creatures or the aliens, whatever you want to call them, and they were just running around. It was pretty cool. So.
Yeah, they did remake Dome, and they also they not only did they remake Dome, they also made one of the maps the exact same layout as Dome was already. It was can't remember which map it was. Anyway, Ghost was terrible. We pretend Ghost doesn't exist.
Yeah. So, are you going to be playing Infinite Warfare though?
I'll give it a try. I mean, I'm gonna get it on. I'm basically, as soon as Black Ops 3 is over, I'll be selling my PS4, and everything that I play will be on PC, because I've converted to the Master Race, and I would suggest everybody at home, if you have the chance to get a good gaming PC, switch to gaming PC, man. It makes everything so much easier, and once you get used to the mouse and keyboard thing, and you can still play with controllers if you want to as well. Endless mods, graphics are better, 60 frames a second, man. Everything about it is awesome.
That's pretty. I don't have a PC at home. I'm actually recording this on my laptop, so I don't have a PC. So I would like to know how much you're going to be selling that for.
What, my PC? How much would I sell my PC for?
I was actually talking about the PS4, but that sounds good.
Oh, the PS4. Oh, the PS4 I'll be selling for I don't know, 160 quid. But I'm not going to send it overseas. I've already got someone lined up to buy it. So.
Okay, doke. No, but it's all.
If you wanted my PC, you'd be paying about £1,800 for it. So.
And I don't have that kind of pounds. So, anyways, we're gonna. I actually tweeted out to you guys questions, and you guys didn't really ask any questions. But I did get one question on Facebook, and I was a little surprised by that. So, huge shout out to Brianna Bonilla. She's a good friend of mine, and she asks, "How does it feel to be a YouTuber, and how does it change your life?"
So for me, I kind of. If you watch my Dave the Rave videos in particular, there's a persona that goes behind it, which is what a lot of YouTubers do. I think it's kind of blending nowadays with in terms of this. But I back in the day, you kind of create almost a persona for yourself. So I was very lively and jumping about and just saying silly things and having a good time, not worrying about what the hell I said to camera. And just going a little bit crazy, getting high on sugar and coffee, and just having a really good time. But nowadays, I've toned myself down, and I think this happened a lot with some other people. Syndicate is a good example with this, where he would quote Family Guy quotes all the way through playing zombies and things like that. And nowadays, he's almost given up with the gaming, and he's gone to vlogging. And the same can be said for a few other people as well. Even people like Pewds is doing this as well. He's kind of toning himself down a little bit. But I feel that with my second channel and with the Dino PC channel that I'm doing, it's a lot easier to be myself. So I don't feel any different to anyone else in terms of the question. I just feel like a lot of people do create a persona around YouTube. My girlfriend doesn't watch my YouTube. She doesn't like my YouTube persona. She loves me and she likes me, obviously, but she doesn't watch my videos on Dave the Rave because she doesn't like my YouTube persona. So It's kind of almost like you're creating a different person, a character. KSI, I know, is supremely like this. Like I've seen him go from just being himself to being KSI in an instant. Like there's a switch he's got on. It's amazing.
Yeah. Well, to answer my question too, to answer my part of the question, I don't think, because I mean, I have like 88 subscribers, so I don't think it's really changed my life too much, but it has like people that I don't usually talk to, because like word has gotten around, oh, Eric's got a YouTube channel, and then a lot of people are like, oh, what's up, Galactic? And I'm like, oh, hello. I didn't know I had some followers, but it's really interesting to see people like that you don't think watch your videos, especially like I have a small school environment. I don't talk to too many people. Like I talk to people which are in my academy, and to kind of explain in that, there's like 3 different academies at our school. Well, like it's a regular public school, but like they have academies, and I'm in a business academy. So I usually just hang out with the people that are actually in my business academy, and excluding a few others, but and I don't talk to too many other people, but a lot of other people are like, man, look at this guy. He's trying to grind. And we went to a college fair, or something like that, a little while back. And this guy who I hadn't really talked to in years, he was like, hey, are you still doing that YouTube thing? And I was like, yeah, I just started. He was like, dude, I respect what you're doing. I'm a really big like fan or whatever. I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. And because I haven't really gotten like to the point where I've had fans, I guess, yet. So it was really interesting to see that I had a fan or so. And then to really kind of go the opposite of how your girlfriend is with your channel, mine actually watches every day. Whenever I upload, she's always like the first person, because she sets notifications. She's basically on top of my channel. So it's really nice to see. What's the name? My channel?
No, your girlfriend.
Oh, her name is Janet.
Hi, Janet. How's it going?
Yes. So, yes, she is being known on my channel as well. A lot of people are like, girlfriend tag. So,
mate, you got to get her in your videos. Get her in the tank top. You know how it is.
Yeah, we've been talking about some video ideas, but we haven't really come down to anything yet. She's still trying to put the idea of girlfriend does boyfriend's makeup, and I'm not down for that.
Why?
So, I don't know. I just can't see myself wearing makeup, but if it comes down to that, I think I will.
This is where, by the way, this is me breaking... me having gone to university and done all sorts of crazy things and wondering why the fuck does a man not want to put makeup on? Because it's awesome. Come on. Why wouldn't you do makeup? Come on.
I think it's just because... I'm a guy, so I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to put on makeup.
So, in the YouTube space, you'll have to get used to putting on makeup. If you make it big, whenever in front of a camera, you get made up all the time. You have blusher and all sorts of things put on you. That
is interesting. So I guess I'm going to laugh if she texted me. No, she didn't. But maybe it's something I can consider now. If you're watching this, Janet.
Confirmed already. Yeah. Confirmed. Galactic is going to, for Dave and for charity, to be getting his girlfriend to put makeup on it. Let's donate £50, please, to Galactic. Everybody at home watching, maybe you can get him to like a goal of 200. We're gonna get his girlfriend to make him look beautiful, fabulous. Drag queen is what we're going to be going for. So, please do that. There's no reason to be afraid of having makeup put on you, especially if it's for a laugh, for a video. Man, for one of my videos, I ate the 5 or 6 of some of the hottest chili peppers you can buy.
I did hear about that a while back. I think it was like a little while back.
Oh man, I had like stomach pains for days. It was horrible. Wow. It was horrible.
I think because I was watching a Pat's podcast, I think Syndicate did something like that. Am I wrong?
He ate the red naga chili, otherwise known as the ghost chili. That which is on the chili Richter scale, the chilies that you eat in your your bolognese or whatever at home are like 2,000 degrees on there's a chili scale, and the one that Tom ate was over like 2 million degree. It was like 2 million of these heat units. So yeah, I told him not to do it. I was like, I heard what you're gonna do, man. Don't do it. People have died from eating that chili, man. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Your body goes into toxic shock from eating it because it genuinely believes that your mouth is on fire, like, and your nerve endings are just going crazy, and you go into toxic shock and you die. So
yeah, that's not good.
He still did it. He's nuts.
He's fine now, but I don't know. So, speaking of health concerns, I did see something where you had some health issues. Would you like to explain that a little bit?
I currently do have some health issues, yeah. The doctors don't actually know what's wrong with me. They did think it was the big C for a while. Cancer, for those wondering. And I then got told that it wasn't. And I got told that it was, and it wasn't. So it was all up in the air for a very long time. I didn't feel like posting on any channel. And yeah, it wasn't very, very good. They now think that it's a crystallized kidney stone. It's too big to pass, but it still doesn't quite add up. They have no idea what it is. I'm not getting any worse anymore, which is really, really good. But I'm not getting any better either. And I've stopped. I used to get a load of infections. The whole side of me used to be in agony. But that stopped. So that's good. It's still back to the dull ache, which isn't good. I'm still not enjoying it particularly too much. But it has been. It's been a roller coaster of a ride, and I finally, yesterday, actually got to go and have a proper CT scan. So they're going to find out what it is once and for all. And I'm going to be referred to a specialist on the 10th of June. So finally, it's all over. I'm finally going to find out what it is. It's maybe, it may take a month from now before I see the specialist, but at least I finally will know what it is.
That's good. Well, it sucks, the whole situation that's going through cancer. I mean, I think as soon as somebody hears that they have that, I mean, that's gotta hurt pretty bad.
Well, they didn't say I had it. They were basically, we sat down and I was like, "Yo, doc, what are you looking for?" And he said, "Well, now we're looking for cancer and we're looking for a number of other things." And I was like, "Why are you looking for cancer?" I'm 24. There's no, cancer, 99 or 98% of cancer patients get cancer over the age of 40. So I was like, what's going on? And trust me, because after I found out that they were looking for it, I did all the research. They was like, yeah, we're looking for cancer because there's no we couldn't find any bacterial infection, we couldn't find this, we couldn't find that, and I was just like, okay, so that's led it to cancer. It says, well, it's still very unlikely. But we must look for it. And, of course, then I go away and I come back and they're like, yeah, we're still looking for it. And I'm just like, okay, this is getting a little bit more worrying now. And then, so for a while, that sticks in your mind. And while they didn't specifically say you have cancer, they said they're looking for it and they want to find it and they want to find out what's wrong. So it was very... It was very disconcerting, very stressful time. My girlfriend's very impatient with these sort of things, so she was. When they couldn't find out what it was, she was going nuts at the doctors and all sorts of things. But she's been a big help to me.
That's good.
So that's good.
Yeah, it's really good when you have somebody to support you. That's really nice. So speaking of you and your girlfriend, how long have you guys been together?
Nearly 2 years now.
Wow, that's pretty cool. We've been together at least 2 months, so that's 10 times less. But do you have
technically?
Go on.
Because months go in 12s, not 10s. Technically, it's going to be 12 times less, isn't it?
Yeah, it was implied.
Sorry,
yeah.
I'm very maths pedantic. I'm sorry.
It's 112, so I don't know, but I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say? Oh, okay, I got it. What do you have a key to relationships?
Do I have a key to relationships? Yeah, listen to her. Say, She says jump, you say how high. That is the key to relationships. Honestly, in terms of long-term relationships, anyway, as a bloke, I've worked out that you're never going to get your way with any girl. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. But she knows best, even when you don't. Even when you know best, even when you're wrong, she's right. Okay, that's the key. And if you argue back with that, then you're going to be very unhappy, and it won't work out. But you ask anybody who's been in a long-term relationship, what's the key, and they'll say she's always right. She's always right.
Yeah. I've had my moments where I was like, I think you're wrong, but I've kind of stuck to that. She's right 90% of the time, but she needs to be right 99.9% of the time, maybe even 100, but we'll see. But
you wait, there'll come that moment where there's always a defining moment. So there'll be a defining moment in your relationship where she thinks she's right and you think you're right, and one of you has to give in, and I promise you it'll be you first.
Yeah. There has been a couple of moments where like because we've had at least like one argument, which is good, I guess, but because it could be worse. It could be worse. There could be like 10 arguments in the 2 months, but I think I dulled it down to one because I try to be a nice guy, so that's a good thing. But usually I do give in because I'm not gonna just keep going on with that. So, and when she says she's right, I argue with her. Then after that, I'm like, you know what, you're right. Yeah, you're right. And then I see the facts. So I was like, oh man, she was right. So, yeah.
Okay.
Team Captain America or Iron Man?
I've actually seen the film already because it's
I think I did see your tweet. Yeah,
it's out in the UK already. I'm Team Spidey. For those of you who don't know, I'll even show you everybody right now what I've got as my desktop background, and it is a photo of Spider-Man 2099 mixed in with Spider-Man from the 616 universe. That's I love Spider-Man, so I'm Team Spidey. Team Cap, if I had to pick between the two, Team Cap.
I mean, I would pick Team Iron Man, just the sole fact Spider-Man's in the group, but I mean, it's not like they can kill off Captain America in his own movie, so...
I was kind of hoping they were.
That's weird, because I saw... Captain America. Well, first, okay. I saw the Batman and Superman movie, and then I saw that they had announced Captain America Civil War, and it was like around the same time where they were both being announced and all that. So I was like, okay, I think Batman and Superman is going to be better. They let me down with Batman and Superman, so I've heard nothing but good things about this Captain America. So.
Civil War, I would put it in like... I'd put it probably under like Iron Man and the first Avengers in terms of how good it was. Like, it's literally that good.
I know, I heard it was that good. I mean, you see all the superheroes. It's really cool. So I'm going to go see it on Mother's Day. So that's going to be really fun.
Yeah, it's a great film. It's a great film.
That's good. And speaking of Mother's Day, are you still in contact with your mom?
Yeah, I am. Yes, I am indeed. I actually I live at her house on weekends. When the weekends that I come home from London, so I live here. That's where during that time, and then I live in a different place in London. So yeah.
I know mine is in the other room sleeping. She said, "Don't be too loud." So I'm hoping that I wasn't too loud, but at the same time, I don't think I was. So yeah, I don't know. Do you want to give any like background information about you?
Any background information about me?
Yeah, just some background stories.
Background stories. I once punched a horse in the mouth.
What?
I once punched a horse in the mouth.
Okay, that is beyond what I thought something you could have said, but
I was feeding. To make a long story short, I basically was feeding a carrot to a horse, and he decided to bite my hand very hard and wouldn't let go. So I punched him full on in the mouth.
That's hilarious. I don't even know how to 100% react to that, but
Don't put your hand near the fucking face of a horse. They chew really hard, man.
I've actually never had I guess no, I haven't really had an encounter like that with a horse, obviously. But I haven't really been near horses, which is interesting because my aunt, she lives in like a certain part of California where like they're full of Western places and all that. So you see people riding horses all the time, and they don't actually own a horse. It's like they're the only people in there that don't have one. So I've never had that kind of encounter, and especially with a horse at all. But I don't think I've ever punched an animal in the mouth.
Well, he had it coming, so.
Yeah, that is 100% true. Yeah, thinking about it, I don't think I've ever punched any animal in the mouth in itself. I mean, there are times where...
I don't condone hurting animals. I absolutely love.
Oh
animals.
yeah.
But this is the very harsh truth. Animals are animals, and I've hit a few dogs on the nose before. They've been misbehaving, and you hit them on the nose once or twice. You got to let them know that you're the leader of the pack, kind of thing.
Yeah.
One of my ex-girlfriends was very into dog training, and she trained dogs for other people, kind of thing. And she taught me a lot of stuff about it. Like, you got to be dominant. If they stare you in the face, for example, if you stare a dog in the face, you've got to stare them out, because what they're actually doing when they stare at you directly in the face like that is they are trying to assert their own dominance, apparently. So you've got to basically stare them out, and then when they look away, then you're like, you're good, you've won, you're the pack leader or whatever. And as well as that, if they're being naughty, don't be afraid to hit them in the nose, give them a flick in the nose. A bad dog, not very good, but only do that if they've done something extremely bad. You don't want to hit your dog all the time. Mm-hmm. But because dogs are pack animals, they're very much used to fighting and asserting dominance and things like that. So you've just got to recreate that environment, apparently.
Yeah, you
especially
gotta
with big dogs. Yeah. With big dogs, anyway.
Yeah, you definitely have to put your foot down with the dog, because the dog we actually have right now, I moved in because my parents are separate at the moment. So, well, not at the moment, they're separated. So I moved in with my mom, and I saw, like, she had a dog. So, because back at my dad's house, we had 3 German Shepherds, and I still love those dogs to death. My favorite type of dog is a German Shepherd.
I love German Shepherds as well. They're brilliant dogs.
Yeah, so, and then I come here, and I don't 100% know what kind of dog she has, but she's told me a million times, and I still don't know at the moment. But she has no training whatsoever. My mom, voice crack. But my mom's always like, oh, it's just a puppy thing. She jumps on the couches. She's actually torn up her dog bed in the last week. So it's a pain in the butt trying to control this dog. And what's even worse is that we left it in in my sister's room for literally like a half an hour to an hour or so. We come back, she's literally chewed up like the carpet in the corner, and like the carpet's like pulled open, and we were upset, and it's awful. So you got to definitely put your foot down with a dog, and I agree 100%, because if you don't, then they're going to be out of control like that. So
Indeed. Yep. Indeed. It sounds like that dog needs exercise to me.
Yes. We've actually, my sister actually we told her, hey, go take her on the walk. She's like, no, she walks around the house. She's fine. So
she needs to go for if it's a big dog or a wolfy dog, they need to be like, if you get like a husky, for example, they need to be walked like 4 times a day, because they have so much pent up energy, because they're work dogs. They're designed to pull sledges, and German Shepherds are designed for they're designed for guarding, being outside all the time. They're very vocal dogs. So you gotta you can be lazy with things like a golden retriever. They only need, 1 walk a day for like half an hour, and then they're fine. But with everything else, it's like you gotta give them the amount of exercise they need, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, that actually covers it. I had written down all these topics here because I was actually really excited about this one. Because this month, this is actually a somewhat busy month for me, for like my podcast, because I'm just getting it started, and I was trying to get Pat to do a podcast with me for a while. So then I've been emailing him back and forth, and recently, which is like 2 weeks or so ago, when he hit 1 million, it was like a day or so before, and I asked him when does he want to do it. He said mid-May. So I've got like a list of topics that that me and you were supposed to talk about, and we actually went through those quite faster than I thought. That, and we didn't get really questions, so I blame the community for that one. But
it's blame me. I didn't tweet out. I should have tweeted out, but I wasn't expecting to do it like right now. I just woke up and was like, oh god, I can't do this thing later. Let's do this thing now. At least you get to sleep longer tonight.
Yeah, for sure. It is 1:23, so that means I get to sleep in. I was actually like, man, I gotta get up because I gotta get up at 5:45, and I gotta make sure I'm like fully awake. I'm not like all zombified trying to do a podcast. So I'm actually a little bit happier that I'm doing it now instead of in the morning when I'm all hair messed up and all that. And
my hair's messed up, so everyone gets to see that, so don't worry.
Yeah, me too, because I've been trying to fix it this entire time, trying to comb it, but it's not working. It's just looking awful and awful. So I'm just letting it go with the flow. But I'm actually glad that this was done now, so that I'm all wide awake. I can keep things that I wanted to talk about fresh in my mind. And one thing I did want to talk about. You somewhat met the relaxing end.
I did meet the relaxing end. I saw his face.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did.
That's how is he like?
What is he like? Well, what can I say? He's half man, half cyborg.
I did see.
He is definitely half man, half cyborg, and he doesn't use a pair of hands to play with a controller. He uses a series of levers and switches above, so he never has to take any sort of fingers off buttons. He is actually a woman, so yeah, he's also a female robot, and he wears a tie and a suit. I can't tell you what he's like. I can't tell you what he's like. I can't. It's not fair. I also was sworn to secrecy as well. I said,
Wow.
He was like, dude, you can't tell anybody what I look like. I said, no, I won't do that.
Yeah, the closest I think we've. Before I get into more, the relaxing end, if you guys don't know, is a YouTuber that has zero commentary on his channel, and he just hit.
That's
a
not true. He has done commentary in the past. Yeah.
He has. Yeah, I've. Because I know he did one where he was
did one with
talking
me.
about how to get. Oh, I didn't know that.
We did a starting room only challenge on Die Rise, and basically because it was Die Rise, we used a technique of getting from using the lift to get down to the bottom because it's not technically opening a door. So it's like the no opens doors challenge, and we got everything sorted and ready. We got like some guns, which was awesome. And we were speaking the whole time through that. We did that, and then we got trolled because the game broke and glitched us through the floor, and we all died. But he spoke in that game. It was really fun.
The video, I think I've only heard him talk. I gotta go look for that one now. But the only one that I've heard him commentate in is how to get 2 ray guns in Buried. He did the whole wall thing where you get the ray gun off the wall, and it was interesting to hear his voice, so I was like, oh, that's cool. And I think it's one of his the most popular videos, if like you guys look, it says like the round 70, something like that for Transit, then it shows like a couple others in that one, so that's the only time I have heard his voice, but I have never seen, except for like the 1 million subscriber one video he did where like he put the ray gun down. It was weird, but it was really cool. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
He's pretty cool. Anyway, we're happy to know that he's not just a legend on the zombies. He's a very nice person as well. That's all.
Oh yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yep. So, talking about zombies and all that, what is your favorite? We're gonna go by all three Black Ops so far. What is your favorite map in Black Ops 1?
Call of the Dead.
I've gotta agree with that one. Black Ops 2?
Mob of the Dead.
And then I don't think we can talk about. Well, what's your favorite so far in Black Ops 3?
None of them. I don't like any of them.
Really?
No. Don't like any of them at all.
How come?
It's not zombies anymore. It's not what it was. It's not. It's demons. It's not. It's not right for me, man. I'm not enjoying it. If I had to pick one, I would say Zetshibu Numa. But Zetshibushima, I can't even still say what his name is.
Yeah.
The latest map, because it's very difficult, and I like the difficulty factor cranked up.
I know.
They did what I didn't want them to do, which is they focused more on the story than the gameplay.
Because the only thing I have closest to Zetsubu no Shima are YouTube videos because I have the Xbox One, so I don't get it until a couple, like 2 weeks or so. So that's pretty fun. But I've watched, and I don't know if I enjoy the map more than comparing to like the Giant or Horizon Track because of the sole fact of like I have to agree. I love the story so far. I love how the story is going, the direction. It's going to be really interesting to see DLC 3 and DLC 4. But I was just saying, I was just looking that it's like really huge and it takes a while to set up, and it's a challenging factor. That's why I really have respect for that map, and I like it. Don't get me wrong, but the thing is, I think just I don't know. It's just a really challenging map, and the same thing that happened with me with Shadows of Evil. At first I didn't like the challenging factor, but then they started showing that it was just going to get more challenging, and just Shadows of Evil was just the phase one of basically of how challenging they wanted to go. And because at first when the map came out, I had no idea how to like do anything on that map. At first it was really hard to me, like all the rituals and all that, so hard to set up, but then now it's super easy. I don't know if you can relate to that, but
I hate Shadows of Evil. It's honestly Shadows of Evil nearly made me completely quit zombies. It was that bad. No. Horizon Tracker was good. Horizon Tracker. The moment, basically the day that Horizon Tracker launched, my illness started. So ever since then, it's been kind of like I've been worrying about more important things in my life than a video game. But yeah, I agree. The latest map to me, I think, is a little bit more. It dials it back a little bit to more about what zombies is for me, which is gameplay. Hang on, sorry. Sorry, Sally. Gameplay first, story second. For me, because everybody wanted to play the game because they want to see how far they can get in terms of rounds, and a lot of people still want to do that. But I think that they're kind of losing sight of that a little bit now, which is good and bad. It's good and bad.
Yeah. So I don't really know if I have like a favorite so far, but I think I do just like Horizon Track a lot. So compared to like Shadows and Zetsubu, I think I do like that one the most. But lately I've been playing it because I have the Xbox One, like I said. So that's like the only map that I can actually really enjoy out of the three that are out for me. And I felt that I'm getting more repetitive with it. Because I just, believe it or not, I actually just found out, well, not found out, but I just like memorized how to do the Stormbow without trying to go look at tutorials on YouTube and all that.
I remember when I used to do that for like for everything in the zombies. Like when you first start memorizing how to do it properly without.
Yeah.
It's a very exciting time.
Yeah,
I just did that. I didn't have to look it up.
Yeah, like I just found out. Well, I didn't just find out, but the only one that I knew how to do 100% was the wolf bow, and that's like the easiest one to do. So that's the only one I actually memorized, and then I had to go do the storm bow. And then the more I tried to do the storm bow, the more like I started hating the storm bow, but like I still loved it at the same time because I was trying to do the whole shoot the thing in the distance, and that did not go well for me. So it was hard trying to like the steps, you shoot the pyramid from the top of the castle like all far, and it's very annoying to me because I can't get it on like my first try and all that. So that is definitely not my favorites. But yeah, that's all I got to say about that. So
Okay. Well,
yeah, I think we are nearing the end. Is there anything you want to add?
No, that is it. I've got to vamos. So yeah, that's a good perfect time to end.
So I hope you guys enjoyed it. This was Mr. Dave the Rave. If you guys want to check out his channel, I will have a link in the description. You guys can go check him out. And there's nothing else to add, so I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye.